Okay, let's hope this works. I had to change the sound a little bit for the echo. It's a washing day. What are you going to expect? Ladies and gentlemen, we are moving to the conclusion of something special. That something special was a spray on, wipe on coating, if you want to call it like that. We have driven 26,000 kilometers. It's about 14,000 miles, something like this, 15, something like this, at least 26,000 kilometers. We're going to do a pre-wash, contact wash. Then we are going to expect the beading as the beading is right now. If there is still some beading, we will see in which parts is going to be flawed. And then I'm going to add something that nobody has ever added before. Namely, what does a car look like after this period of time with those washing? You know, do we have any wash marks? Do we have any bug impacts that have been etched in? Do we have any bird impacts etched in? Or what does the state of the paint look like right now? After wash, pre-wash, and contact wash, I'm also going to try to do a fix. So we will probably see some Purifica going inside. I'm going to come back to you right after I have done pre-wash and contact wash. So I'm going to show you what it looks like before we do decontamination with Purifica. I don't know if the sound is going to be okay. Oh yeah, my PPF removed. I still got some blue lines. For later. First, the hood. So I got some Purifica in here, about 1 to 10. There's a little bit less in the bottle and I make a little bit of this hit. So I'm going to pre-treat, just like with Primus Double Tap, I'm going to pre-treat the parts that I saw were diminishing more than the others. So I saw a lot of diminishing here. I'll do the same here. Yep. I should do a contact wash first, but I'm trying to skip this, save you guys some time. Here we go. Along the edge here. Only the affected part. Same here. Might as well take the mirror, stop the traffic from over there. Because we can. Because we can. There we go. Smart guy uses an electrical sprayer. Yeah, there was some diminishing over here. I didn't like the trunk at all. There we go. This is controlled. There's nothing here because I broke it. Maybe some here. Bumpers PPF doesn't count. Oh, didn't fit. This is the most powerful dilution I always use. This is my maximum 2 pH, if you would call it. How high of a dilution I go, 1 to 10. I'm going to use the rest of this. To cover it with foam, so it's a double tap for Primus. Privica. Final round. 1 to 10 Privica pre-spray, 1 to 10 Privica foam. Hand wash Privica 1 to 200, rinse off. Now we will see the final conclusion of what something special created in 26,000 kilometers. Let's look at it. You see that water coming together here in the middle? Let me see if I can show you one more time. Micro sheet. Roll off is still fantastic. And you see how little water, everybody's focusing on hydrophobicity, but you know, we need those drops to fall off, not to stay on the surface. So very hydrophobic is not good, but you will find out why. Bumper. This one is perfect. Also here, just on top, you see this slow sheet, water coming together and then as a micro sheet dropping down. There we go. There we go. Front fender. For me, the most important part for test, this region right here, actually the entire region behind the wheels. If it performs here, after this amount of time, I can count it as a good product. If it's only the hood, it is a bad product. Only sheeting left. Logically, it's over better than over there because you have less contamination coming from the wheel, but still here in this region. Faster than over there, than compared to here. Rear fender. No improvement on the trunk. Oh. A towel with a logo on it to turn off the lights. Let's go. Because testing is not testing unless you test anything. But I think you guys can see this with me here. Let me see if I can get that nice in picture. There we go. There it is. Right there in the light. Bird impact, less than 2 hours. So bird impact protection, low. Meaning, if we are going to make this, this is the one I'm focusing on. And so, so I'm hoping I can get this to visualize in the camera. It's metallic paint, so I'm lucky. If this was flat, it was more obvious to see. Let me see if I can dim it a little bit more. What is it, min? Min. Yes, you can see this. As you can see me moving around, you see swirls. Above the light, you see those swirls. Do I see any reduction compared to what I have ever seen? No. I see the same what I always see, is that we have almost little, if we not even scratch reduction. It's not even, it doesn't even comply here. Let's check the hood. hood scene. You see the linear scratching. Yeah, some even over the side. You see that? And this was the blindo part. No bug edging, but I didn't allow it. So that is not so much a coating, but more. Let me see. Here we can see why it's not beating it at all here. It has been brutalized at this spot, so to speak. I think to summarize this in what it actually is that it is, for the coating's sake, I have to remember, because not every coating was the same. I had a coating with 10% extra solvent, 15% extra solvent, and the pure formula. Now, in case of performance, neither one of those three has any difference in the other. So additional solvent adding to make the application experience more enjoyable doesn't affect the performance itself. Meaning, we can probably go for the 10% or the 15% just to downgrade the application issues, if it's what's called that. But bonus part was no grease after application. It could immediately drive, fully cured in less than 24 hours. Confirmed, less than 24, 22 is when I checked. So it could be sooner, but let's keep 22 as the base number. 26,000 kilometers. No bug itching, because I was too soon. It showed you that as well. We saw low impact for bird dropping, so you have a slow barrier. So within the first hour, you have to remove them before it starts etching through the spray coating. But the final thing, and that is what I think it comes down to all these coatings, is that they don't like touch. It is the touch. We can battle them with chemicals beyond recognition. We can throw caustic ingredients on them. Nothing will happen. But as soon as we add the touch, either the microfiber mitt, the washing, the sponge, the clay towel, it does not matter. No coating on this world likes friction. And especially the spray-on types. I mean, the HPC 2.0 is the same. If you brutalize with friction, you destroy the coating immediately. Only blindo I can think of, and STC, is something that you could fix with a little bit of heat or with a little bit of luck, but friction is the biggest killer. And the second one is water. Water over time. Wait too long with Purifica, wait too long with your decontamination process, then you can say that the water is going to kill the coating as well. Did I use any maintenance other than the 3pH, Primus, Purifica, and Semper? No. So no maintenance products necessary, no topping products necessary. One application, 26,000 kilometers over a time span of 4 months, I'm going to guess, because the mileage is more important. We have to look at the pictures. In Labocosmetica, we say 10,000 miles or 15,000 kilometers is 1 year. So it's either or. 15,000 in 1 year, or 1 year is 15,000. Sometimes in a range to get something of a base number in which way we want to go. So in optimum conditions, yes, there has not been a test for the winter, so we will still have to do that to see if it can survive a normal winter here in Europe. And then we will have a good base to see if that coating could outperform and then last for an entire 4 seasons, or equally to 365 days or a year. That's what it is. New updates will come when I have something to show you. For now, this car is going to become a guinea pig for some PPF, and in that journey, I'm going to step up and take you with me into the development of a new chapter in my life, PPF. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time.